In a bustling city, there lived a man named Solomon. He was everything a woman could dream of: tall, dark, successful, and kind hearted. His calm demeanor and integrity made him stand out, but he wasn't one for the lively sense that his best friend Victor thrived in. Victor, equally tall and handsome, was the life of the party, a ladies' man who loved the thrill of the night. Victor often tried to lure Solomon into his world, encouraging him to embrace a more adventurous life. "Solomon, you are too calm. You need to loosen up. Come to the club with me and see what life has to offer," Victor would say reluctantly. Solomon would join him, but while Victor danced the night away with any woman his eyes caught, Solomon remained in the shadows, sipping his drink and counting down the minutes until he could leave. As the nights ended, Solomon would insist on going home, a suggestion Victor hated but ultimately considered too. Victor always left with a woman, while Solomon returned to the quiet of his own thoughts. One morning, as Victor nursed yet another hangover, Solomon decided to speak up. "Victor," he said seriously, "aren't you tired of this lifestyle?" "I'm tired of being single. Don't you think it's time we both settle down?" Victor chuckled, brushing off Solomon's concern. "Solomon, my friend, I am in the game. I want to enjoy my youth. These beautiful women need someone like me to keep them company. But if you are ready to settle down, I'm behind you all the way." They laughed it off, each going about their daily routines. But Solomon's thoughts lingered on a future filled with more than just fleeting nights and empty parties. One day, while grocery shopping, Solomon met Sandra. She was everything he had ever imagined in a partner. Tall, light-skinned, and with a captivating beauty that made her stand out in any crowd. They struck up a conversation, exchanged numbers, and soon began dating. Solomon found himself falling deeply in love and couldn't wait to tell Victor. "Victor, I have met someone special," Solomon announced one day, his face beaming with joy. "I think I found the one. I am ready to settle down." Victor was genuinely happy for his friend. "That's amazing, Solomon. When do I get to meet our future wife?" "Very soon," Solomon promised. "I will invite her over this weekend." The weekend finally arrived, and Solomon invited both Sandra and Victor over to his place. When Sandra and Victor met, there was a moment of surprise that neither could hide. They had known each other before. Sandra was Victor's first love, the woman who had left him without a word, breaking his heart. Despite the shock, they decided to go along with the evening, keeping their past a secret. They shared dinner, laughed, and made small talk. Victor chose not to reveal the truth, not wanting to ruin Solomon's happiness. The wedding day came, and Solomon married Sandra, with Victor standing beside them as the best man. It was a day of joy for everyone, including Victor, though he couldn't help but feel the sting of watching the love of his life marry his best friend. Time passed, but Victor couldn't suppress his feelings for Sandra. Eventually, he began to approach her. At first, Sandra resisted, but slowly she gave in. They started seeing each other in secret, meeting up when Solomon was busy with work. They thought they were careful, but the truth has a way of revealing itself. One day, Solomon was at a restaurant with business partners when he saw Sandra and Victor together, laughing and behaving like lovers. He didn't confront them immediately. Instead, he decided to watch them from a distance, hoping it was a misunderstanding. But the betrayal became undeniable. Solomon learned from his gatekeeper that Victor was at his house while he was away. Deciding to catch them in the act, he rushed home. When he arrived, he found them together in his bed, his best friend and his wife. Heartbroken and filled with rage, Solomon confronted them. Victor and Sandra fell to their knees, pleading for forgiveness, blaming the devil for their action, but the damage was done. Solomon's trust was shattered. He had lost both his friend and his wife in one crushing moment. He walked out of the house, leaving them behind, his heart heavy with betrayal. His world had crumbled, and as he wandered the streets, he couldn't help but wonder, if you were in his shoes, what would you do?